Leeds have at times looked vulnerable this season, especially against sides they'd normally expect to beat. So it would have been quite a relief for them when Brett Delaney finally opened their scoring after 27 minutes against a dogged Crusaders side. The Welsh outfit had amazed everyone with their easy win over Huddersfield 4 days earlier, but there were little signs of a repeat as Carl Ablett crossed for the Rhinos' second touchdown. Leeds bursting into life in this game had coincided with the arrival of Danny Maguire from the subs bench, and he had more than just a passing influence on the third try. In the second half, Leeds again produced some flowing style, and not to be outdone by his returning half-back partner, Rob Burrow found the cheekiest of routes to the Crusaders' try line. Anybody watching the blind side? Apparently not. The Welsh team play Leeds again in front of the BBC TV cameras in the Challenge Cup in a fortnight's time, and gave notice of what they might be capable of with a brief stirring. Michael Witt, adjudged not to have been tackled, former Leeds man Jordan Tansey with the finish. And Witt starred again in the 66th minute, intercepting Danny Badaris' pass and flying 95 metres downfield ahead of the chasing Brent Webb. Good job it's a flat race and not over the hurdles. Interceptions were catching, and catching interceptions were made to look easy by Reece Hanbury. This time Sinfield's wayward pass turned into more points by the Crusaders. Leeds were looking again, just a little shaky. But Leeds' rattled nerves were soothed by the evergreen Keith Senior. And a later Kylie Luloi try made it look a lot easier for the Yorkshire side. The Rhinos winning 34 points to 16.
I suppose the big thing from the Leeds point of view, players, key players like Danny Maguire coming back.
I was there and he gave them a huge lift. You know, it was great when he came onto the field, the crowd erupted and, you know, you could see the players lift and there was back slapping and high fives and quality players do give you a lift when they're back on the field and they started really well. It was a tough game for 25 minutes against the Crusaders and that augurs well for the Challenge Cup tie later on. But
when you come back from a long injury like that, a serious injury, what's the mindset?
Well, you're definitely going to have that element of nerves. And you just want to get a few tackles under your belt and a few runs and carries where you think you get up and oh yeah, it's still in one piece. And he'll have done all the work he possibly could physically off the field, you know, contact and things like that. But there's nothing like a game when you're not quite prepared to do something and your body has to move and respond and react rather than respond.
Half decent Easter for the Crusaders?
Yeah, they're a terrific win against Huddersfield, whichever you say, whatever team, if somebody had that off day. And, you know, for 27, 28 minutes, they were competitive at Leeds as well, although Leeds had just that element more spark.